What's going on, everybody? Happy Father's Day. If there's any fathers out there, I just want to say happy Father's Day. I hope everybody enjoyed their day. The reason why I'm on a little late today is because of Father's Day. And I figured, a lot of people will be kicking it with their fam today and hanging with their dads or hanging with their husbands, boyfriends, baby daddies, whatever. So I wanted to come to you guys a little later, today so that I don't want to be like interrupting anything going on with your family, you know what I'm saying. But anywho, a lot of people have been telling me I need to watch this show, watch the games that people play, or the games people play, or on BET. And I've been binge watched it, but then I'm also going to check out the other show. What was the other name of the other show? The other show with SWV. Now, I'm a huge, gigantic, humongous fan of SW. Always has been, always. Coco, I loved her voice. All of them. But my other group that I really, 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 really loved was Salt and Pepper. Way back in the day. One of my favorite girl. I have like 5 favorite girl groups. One of them is SWV. One of them is Salt and Pepper. One of them is In Vogue. Another one of them is Escape. And of course, TLC. I mean, those are like my top girl groups. I got more, but those are my top. So I definitely want to watch that other show. I think it's called Ladies Night. I believe. Hold on, let me see. Y'all probably already been watching it. Y'all need to bring me up to date because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have been watching it. But I think it's called Ladies Night. Hey. Let me see. I just want to get the exact name so I can make sure that you guys know. Girls Night Out. Okay, that's it. It's called Girls Night Out. And it's on BET. And basically, let me see what day it comes on. Hold on. Oh, who said in the chat? What's up, Tanae? What's up? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? I'm trying to figure out the name of this show so I can get the exact name for you. Okay. Ladies Night on BET. Okay, hold on. I'm about to pull it up right now. Okay, Ladies Night on BET. Basically, it is... Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. But the Ladies Night on BET, it follows Salt and Pepper, DJ Spinderella, and SWV as these 90s hip-hop and R&B artists create, choreograph, and execute a national tour. And again, those were like 2 of my favorite groups back in the day. So I definitely want to get caught up on that show. I've been doing so much trending news and media coverage and a few, TV show reviews as well over the last few weeks, but doing a lot of media coverage on a lot of trending news. So I got a little behind in my little review, so I want to make sure I jump back on that and at least review, even if I can't review every single primetime show there is, because my name is Taya's Primetime TV. But I want to get a whole bunch of them in. So this is one of the shows that I want to start reviewing. And also Ladies Night, and tomorrow night we're going to do what's the other one? Oh yeah. The Handmaid's Tale. So if y'all haven't been caught up with The Handmaid's Tale, make sure, I know a lot of y'all have started watching it after I started talking about it. It's on Hulu, The Handmaid's Tale. So make sure you guys check that out. It's one of those controversial TV shows Some people, it grew on them, and some people's like, I don't know. But it's like almost everybody who's watched it that I told to watch it, they're like, oh my god, I wish I would have watched this when it first started coming out. So I do review that show as well. It's on Hulu, so y'all might want to check that out. But anywho, as far as games people play, some of my favorite characters are on here. Actresses, Laura London, who plays Vanessa King. Um, it's like this show to me kind of remind me of, remember the show? Now it was a reality show. Now it was a reality show, but the Basketball Wives of LA. It kind of remind me of them. Like the Basketball Wives of LA, that's a long running reality show. And a lot of the things that these women was going through with basketball players, a lot of that stuff, we look at it and we're like, oh, this is a reality show. They dragging stuff out, making up stories and all this kind of stuff. A lot of that stuff really be happening, and a lot of them women stick by their man. I mean, come on. Kobe Bryant. There's a lot of basketball players out there that's been involved in some scandals. And, some of these characters, I swear, remind me of some of the characters that was in the Basketball Wives of LA. I'm just saying. But anywho, I really enjoy the show. So for those of y'all who watch the show and who are all caught up, feel free to comment in the chat and let me know what you think about the show or what you think about any of the characters. One of my favorite characters so far in the show, besides Lauren, of course, but is her friend. Her friend Nia. And she's a reporter. And basically, her job is, like a lot of these, reporters out here, they have to get the hottest tea. They got to get the first dibs on breaking news and all of that. And it seems like a lot of the news or a lot of the reports that she's been trying to gather information on has to deal with the basketball world. And I'm like, when her friend Nia, when she first had that opportunity to put that information out there, the pictures, the girl Layla, who basically, she's a groupie. She's a groupie, trying to be a star, trying to be a model, trying to be an actress in movies, whatever. When she had the opportunity to take those pictures and publish them and let everybody know, when they had the interview and everything set up, basically her best friend, her husband was sleeping with that groupie. And she had the opportunity to turn her in. Now, had Lauren, had Vanessa found out beforehand, would she have done it or not? I don't know. What do y'all think? Because I think she probably would have. I don't know why, but I think because of the fact that she didn't, and Vanessa and her had a really serious girl talk, about their friendship and everything. I think that's why when it came time for her with another opportunity, when Nia's assistant told her about the tape showing Vanessa, when she was fighting the girl who came up dead, she was like, nope, no can do. It's like, she had once put her friendship on the line with her bestie Vanessa, and this time she's like, nope, I'm not putting our friendship on the line again. I don't know if this will be the last opportunity that Nia have to print some scandal on her bestie, but this time she was like, nope, can't do it. She went off on her assistant. I kind of felt kind of bad for her assistant because of the way she went off. Because for one, her assistant has no relations with Vanessa. Okay, yeah, Vanessa is your bestie, but Vanessa is not your assistant's bestie. So I'm surprised he didn't try to read her after she went off on him, or at least packed his stuff up and left. Now, as far as when the tape did come out, I was kind of wondering, did he go behind her back? Did he go behind her back, and was he the one who leaked the tape? He's doing a lot of research trying to find out who leaked the tape, and hanging out with the paparazzi and everything, trying to get some 411. I'm like, I wonder if he's the one who leaked the tape. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. I'm like, who else could have leaked the tape? That lady who got fired from the police station, when she had got fired, basically, the detective told her, okay, give us the information we need. Just give us the information we need, and I promise you're not going to get fired. That reminds me of that one movie, When They See Us. I promise you guys get to go home. Nothing to worry about. Just tell us what we want to hear. That cop, as soon as she got out of there, and they asked her, like, where's the tape? Do you have the tape? Do you know anything about the tape? You done basically covered up what could have been some incriminating evidence, or some evidence, pertaining to a crime, over some courtside tickets. See, the shadiness of it all. The shadiness of it all. Shoot, there's dirty cops everywhere. Dirty cops everywhere. But anywho, she was like, okay, I'm fine. I got this. I'm going to just go ahead and sell this tape that I got. I'm still trying to figure out who she sold the tape to. So, if it was not Nia's assistant, who do y'all think it was? I don't know. And how do y'all feel about, as far as Nia's boyfriend and the black cop? Like, Nia's boyfriend, he seems to be like a cool dude, good boyfriend. He's good in bed and good at everything else, so Nia says. This cop, like the cop that, she's getting a lot of help with for her besties and her besties boy, the basketball player. He's getting information, regarding the case, regarding the the missing girl that came up dead. Do you think that he's only feeding her all this information because he eventually thinks that he's going to get back with her? Do you think she's leading him on? Kind of like, okay, the situation where he had called her and said, well, have you thought about it? Have you thought about, my proposal? Thought about, what I said to you about, I understand you got a man, but what they got to do with me? I was like, do they still play that game? Do people still play that game? What your man got to do with me? I got a man. Remember that song? That song, that was one of my favorite songs back in the day. And everybody, all the women was out there, I got a man. And all the brothers, but what your man got to do with me? I got a man. I ain't trying to hear that. That was one of my favorite songs back in the day. But anywho, I think she really, really, really loves her boyfriend. But I think the cop, I think she's going to feel like pressured to be with him because of all the information that he's giving her. So I hope this all doesn't backfire on her. I kind of feel bad for what's his name? Oh gosh, what is his name? Marquise. Okay. For Marquise. Because his best friend, who he had went to college with. Oh, hey, Kalui, I didn't even see you come in. How you doing? How you doing? I was just sitting up here, discussing this show that everybody seems to be into lately. The games people play. Have you checked that show out? It comes on BET, and it stars Lauryn Hill, and also Sarunas Jackson. And oh my God, I'm like, I wonder when they first put this show together and got all the cast together. I mean, Vanessa's husband on the show does not exactly look like, her real husband in real life. But like the hair, the facial hair, the complexion, kind of tall and, not thin, but, not a big, huge guy. I'm looking like, I wonder I don't know. I'm like, it's just crazy looking at Vanessa and looking at her husband in the show and knowing Lauren London, she just lost her husband and it's just canning. Just I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, he don't look. It's not like the two men look exactly alike, but I don't know. You said you haven't. Hey, Peanut Butter 524. What's up? What's going on? What's going on? If anybody watches this show, please feel free to comment in the chat. I know some people had talked about the show to me before, probably about a week or so ago when I was going live, and they was like, hey, are you caught up now with games people play? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to get caught up with all these shows, but so much has been going on in the news and in the media lately over the past few weeks, and this YouTube mess, and I'm like, okay, we need to sat down somewhere and get caught up on our TV shows. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. You said no you haven't, but you like your reviews though. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Kalui. I really do. But yeah. So, I don't know. Just a relationship. I would hope that, her fiance who passed, Nipsey, that he wasn't cheating on her. But besides the cheating part aside, I just, the way they are so comfortable with each other, and I don't know. I'm just trying to picture her with Nipsey, because we didn't get a lot of inside looks at her relationship with Nipsey. So I don't know why, but sometimes in this episodes, I'll be thinking about Nipsey and London, because they've been in the news so much, over the past, month or so. But anywho, I just thought I brought that up. I don't know if anybody else, feels that way when they're watching the show, but I just thought I brought that up. But yeah, so far, as far as her husband, though, on the show, I feel kind of bad for him because of the simple fact, his bestie, his friend, I don't know. I just have a feeling like he's going to sell him out. I don't know. He keeps saying, I will never snitch on you. I always got your back. Da 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 da. But somehow I feel like he still resents, the position that he played back in the day when they was in college. His bestie, you saw how he was throwing the game. He was missing baskets on purpose. Then he got called on a charge. It's supposed to have been a charge, but he basically fouled him. But he made it seem like, he really meant to have a charge called. And so he got off the court and he was acting all like he was upset, woo, turned around and looked at the guys in the stand. And then when when his bestie got out there on the court, he was looking at him like, come on. You supposed to be throwing the game, Marquise. You supposed to be throwing the game. Marquise wasn't having that. He talking about, I had the shot and I took it. So I think, his bestie, though, feels kind of like a little resentment. Like his girlfriend, too. And I think his mother does, too. When he went to see his mother, she was like, what you doing here? What you doing here? And then on top of that, why is his mother messing with the guy that kidnapped... I'm confused. The guy that kidnapped Layla. And trying to get her to set up Marquise and try to steal $300,000 from them, or blackmail them for $300,000 for that videotape. Like, why is he with? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, okay, back in the day when they was in college, you said, "Oh yeah, what comes out the mouth sometimes tells on themselves." Yep, you right. Cool, Louie, you be cracking me up. But like back in the day when they was playing in college, it's like, why? First of all, why? I don't know. I guess it seems like they left some parts out. It seems like they left some parts out. If I missed something, let me know. But when they were trying to get him to throw the games all along, back in the day when they was in college, they never showed like the connection there, as to like why him, like why pressing him so much. And then I started wondering, was he with his mom maybe back then? Was he messing around with his mom maybe back then? Or does his mom know? Because she, after the game, she was like, come on, we didn't work so hard and whoop, 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 whoop. But then later, years and years later, now she's dating the man. He's up in her house cooking fish. Cooking her dinner and hiding in her bedroom when her son come over. So I'm like, what is there a deeper connection there with his mom and that guy? I don't know because like I said, it seems like she has a little resentment towards her son as well. By when he comes over, what you doing here? I don't know. He doesn't seem too welcome in her home. And then the girlfriend, she bounced out. She came to visit him, then she bounced out because she was hating. Walking through Vanessa and them house, she was hating. This should be her house. They should have their money. They should be driving their cars. They should have their bank account and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm wondering if maybe his bestie was actually more involved in these blackmails or not. What y'all think? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. But yeah, as far as Terrence the cop, Nia's ex-boyfriend, I don't know if he's really good for her. I think he's just feeding her information because he wants to get back with her. Like he sees it as a challenge, or maybe he just wants to see if she'll be gullible enough or weak enough to leave her boyfriend for him. But he is cute. He is cute. And I must have to say, if I'm looking at the boyfriend and I'm looking at the ex, if she did happen to slip up, like y'all saw when he was teaching her how to drive, I was cracking up. She was up there. He was like, okay, put your seatbelt on. Put the key in the ignition. Turn the car on. Okay, put the gear in drive. Man, that scene seemed so real. She was up there. Next thing I know, they kissing. And what did he say? He said, she said, oh, put it in dry. Put it in D. And he was like, no, that's not the D. This is the D. And then he grabbed her hand and, showed her where the D was. Next thing you know, they kissing all over. And she up on him in the car and they making out and everything. And I'm like, oh, damn. Right there in broad daylight in the car for real? Okay. Hey, Sherry, Weight Loss Journey 2017. Hey, how you doing? I'm just reviewing games people play. The new show on BET. But yeah, I'm like, then she wakes up. He's over there looking at her like, hello, Nia, are you okay? She's up there, all in the driver's seat. And he's up there like, are you okay? She's like, okay, put the car in drive, I'm like, oh my damn. So I don't know, y'all think she gonna end up cheating on her man and messing with her ex, Terrence, the cute cop? Sure, he be wearing that cop uniform too. You doing wonderful. That's awesome. I know I have said everybody in the beginning. I hope everybody had a wonderful, Father's Day. So I hope you did too, had a wonderful Father's Day. But yeah, again, that's why I came to y'all a little later tonight, because I know today was a holiday and a lot of people spending family time and everything. So I figured I'd wait a little later to go live. But yeah. So y'all let me know if y'all think she's gonna end up messing around with her ex Terrence, because her current boyfriend Eric, he done left. The IT dude, he done left. So he went back home. He packed all his bags, said he was going back. He came to visit her. Of course, she don't even remember because she was drunk. She was drunk and kicking it with the ex, and he got her lit. She had one too many drinks. Woke up late, came to work hangover, forgot she had an appointment, forgot she was supposed to meet her bestie, Vanessa, for lunch, forgot that she had texted her boyfriend and told him to come see her because she missed him. So he pops up, and she's like, this is such a surprise. oh, so you don't remember our text the other night? No, because she was lit. She was lit. She was hungover. She forgot everything. But anyway, as far as Layla. As far as Layla. Hey Roxanne, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Roxanne in the house. Roxanne, Roxanne. Hey. But as far as Layla, what y'all think about Layla now? Now I know what I thought about Layla before, but I love how they started to go back and they started to play scenes from the past. They went back in time. That's right, Roxanne. That's right. Throw them TVs up. Tanya's Primetime TV. Throw them TVs up. And y'all, gotta pick something up. Y'all make sure y'all be connecting with each other too. In my lives, y'all know y'all can connect with each other. Go visit somebody's channel, watch a few minutes of a video, leave a genuine comment, like the video, hit they bell, and then come back in the chat, type their name, and put a little TV next to it. And the little TVs that you see is the little TVs that Roxanne posted or commented. Those are the TVs that you put next to people's name once you connect with them. Not before, but after you connect with them. So feel free to network while I'm, doing my reviews. Hold on 1 second. Water break. That's good. Throat thirsty. But anyway, I like how they was going back and they was showing like the life of Layla. I wasn't expecting that. I figured they would eventually go back and they would show like how Vanessa and Marquise, how they hooked up. When they started talking about, especially when his bestie's ex-girlfriend, girlfriend started talking about, what was her name? Tawanisha, something like that, some hood name. I was like, what the hell is her doggone name? But Tawanisha or something like that. Anyway, when they was talking about when she was showing regret, and talking about this should be my house, that should be your money, this should have been our life, whoop, whoop, whoop. I figured they would eventually go back and show what had exactly played out with Marquise and his bestie when they was back in college. I didn't expect for them to go back on Layla's life though, but I'm glad they did, because that definitely showed us the turn, or why Layla kind of ended up in the situation where she was in. Like when she was in high school, she wanted to be, a model. She wanted to be in movies. She wanted to be famous. Always wanted to be famous. And that guy in school, the only one that befriended her out of everybody else was calling her hoes and talking about her because she real pretty, and everybody was calling her hoes and stuff. And y'all see where I'm going, right? Like everybody in high school was calling her hoes, and it wasn't even looking like she was really doing anything to deserve being called that. She's just, going to school, showing up cute, pretty, makeup, cute clothes, whatever. I didn't see anywhere where I would have assumed that she's just a hoe. But then one of the guys, in school, he befriended her, and that was like her only friend. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe I have a friend. She was so happy to have a friend. Next thing you know, he invites her to a party, and before he even did all that, I already knew what was going to happen. I knew she was going to get assaulted. I knew it. Before he even invited her to the party, I just knew. I could just see in his eyes when they was in the library and they were about to get up and leave, and I could see it in his eyes, like something ain't right. But what I thought was going to happen, I thought that she was going to get like assaulted by a lot of guys. But it only happened to be him, which don't make it better. But you know what I'm saying. I assume that it'll probably be a lot of guys at this party. You know how these guys take girls to the party, get them drunk, get them high, and they end up getting ran through. So that's what I thought was gonna happen, but it was him. And so after that, it was like a change. It seemed like everything that people was calling her hoes and all this kind of stuff. You saw how the next guy that she was with, the big black guy, big scary looking dude, she's just laying there like, just laying there, her arms to her side, and she's just laying there like, this is my life. This is my life. So I'm glad they showed that part so we can know like her mindset and why she's doing the stuff she's doing and trying to get money from dudes, trying to blackmail, all those kind of things. But I can tell that she's not necessarily a hoe, because when they went to the party and they were offered $2,000 to go to that party, they told the lady who sent them to the party, absolutely no sex. Her and her friend that's missing, absolutely no sex. They get to the party, the guys was like, no, that's not what the arrangement was. That's not what the arrangement was. And then you saw what happened after that. They, jacked all their champagne. Like, I think they had 4 cases of that really, really, well, they asked for the most expensive champagne, by the way. I can't remember what the name of it was, or if they even said. But they had 4 cases of the champagne that they took and they started selling so they can get their money, because they didn't get no money at the party because they wasn't giving it out. So that's how I can tell she's not maybe an opportunist, but I wouldn't call her a hoe. I would call her an opportunist, but not a hoe. But yeah, so now her friend Susie Q, is still missing. Do y'all think she's dead? Do y'all think Susie Q is dead? Do y'all think the lady who was found missing, the one that Marquise was messing around with on Vanessa, the one they say he impregnated, the girl who showed up dead, who they found finally showed up, popped up, and she's dead. Do y'all think that it was the same situation where she had probably went to a party and she didn't want to, participate in the extracurricular activities? And maybe those guys at the party had something to do with it, because them guys, they looked like they was not playing. And when they took Susie Q, I was like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen to little Susie Q. But either that or Roxanne. The lady, their boss, their agent, whatever you want to call their, I don't know their pimp. Their pimp. Or do y'all think she had something to do with it? I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, because that Roxanne, when she told Layla, she said, you lucky they ain't killed you too. Now, when I first heard her say that, I was like, killed you too. I'm like, is she talking about both of them? Like, killed you too? Like, 1, 2, like both of y'all? Or did she mean to Layla, she's lucky they didn't kill her too? As in T-O-O. As if, they're going to kill Susie Q. And I don't know if they're going to kill her or not, because she was in the car. She made the call to Layla. And basically warn her, and that's a good friend. That's a good friend. She, regardless of the situation that she was in, she was like, well, it's best that one of us is safe, because if anything happens to Susie Q, if she does get killed, and if Layla would have came with her, if she would have told Layla to come, or that she was gonna pick her up, because basically you saw how she pretended. You said you can't trust those Roxannes. I know y'all all ain't bad, Roxanne. I know y'all all ain't bad. But yeah, I mean, look at my name. Look at my name. Now, there's a famous lady named Tanya. And no, her name might not be spelled quite like mine. Tanya Harding. Do y'all remember her? Tanya Harding. She was the infamous ice skater who had got in trouble, went to jail. She attacked her rival Nancy Kerrigan. during the 1994 Winter Olympics. This was way back in the day. Way back in the day. I had just graduated from high school. Everybody was calling me Tanya Harding, Tanya Harding. Every time they heard my name, Tanya, like in Harding. Everywhere I went, job interview, Tanya, like in Harding. Everywhere I went. I was like, okay already, okay already. She slashed the girl's knee, bust her kneecap open with an ice skate. Okay already. Dang, how long was I think it probably lasted for about probably a couple of years. Every time I told somebody my name, they would say, like in Harding? Like in Tanya Harding? I'm like, man, this white lady about to get me in some mess. Because if one more person called me Tanya Harding. But yeah, you said you was just telling Kalui about her. Really? I'm like, no, serious, for real. For real. She was like, that's why I hate when people be involved in something and they have the same name as me. I'm like, oh, ooh. And I think the worst one was what's that movie called? What is that movie called? I think it was called A Time to Kill. Y'all remember that movie, Time to Kill? That was like one of those movies where I hated my name was in that show. Because you remember in The Time to Kill, the little girl, she had been raped and violently brutalized and assaulted, and her father went, Samuel Jackson, her father went and killed the white guys who raped her, and her name was Tanya. And so when that movie came out, every time Tanya, like in The Time to Kill, I was like, God, why is my name always like connected with these movies or these characters? But yeah, I'm like, I'm just gonna change my damn name. Hey, Miss Natalie New Orleans, how you doing, Queen? Same to you. Same to you. Now, was you one of them who had asked me, do I watch this TV show, Games People Play? Because I've been watching it and I really like it. I really, really like it. I'm trying to figure out, though, what's going on with this little Miss Susie Q. If she's still alive and kicking somewhere, or if they done murdered her. And who done murdered her. Because for some reason, when the lady who was giving them jobs and assigning them jobs, who is also the same lady who assigned that other girl that came up missing and then turned up dead, has sent her out on a job too, to a party. She's like involved with all these ladies. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe she might have something to do with it, especially when she told Layla, you lucky they didn't kill you too. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all think that she might have something to do with it, or if it's maybe the guys who are doing the murders. You know, the black men at the party where they're supposed to participate in some extracurricular activities. But yeah, you said it wasn't you. Well, honey, it's a really good show. I would recommend it. Excuse me. And if y'all notice, most of the shows that I do reviews on, I actually really like. I know some people do reviews on shows they don't even care for. I didn't even heard them. I really didn't like I really don't like these characters. I really don't like this episode. I really don't even really like this show, but I'm gonna do a review. I don't do shows that I don't like. I mean, there's sometimes where it's a show that I do like, but it might be a episode and I'm like, what the? Ain't nothing popping this episode. Ain't nothing. I'm not even gonna do a review on it. Some episodes I skip on certain TV shows. I don't know if y'all ever noticed. But if you see me do a review on episode 1 on a TV show and you don't see me again until episode 3 or something like that, is probably because the last episode was kind of bunk. And I did that a few times this last season with Housewives of Atlanta. I skipped a few of them, every now and then, because I'm like, okay, Nene's still acting like a bitch every episode, whining, want everybody to kiss her ass, same stuff next episode. But yeah, so that's what that's all about. But this show, yeah, I really recommend it, and give it a shot. It's still on season 1. There are, let me see how many episodes in here. It's 2 episodes left. So if you start, before the next episode, the next episode is on the 18th. So you have 2 days if you want to binge watch. It's only 8 episodes if you want to binge watch, so you can get caught up. Excuse me. But I'm hoping, this is a new show. This is a BET show. I haven't seen if they already signed for another season, or if they have like 2 or 3 seasons in a contract or whatnot. But I really do hope that it'll go another season, because it is juicy. It is really juicy. So y'all gotta check it out. But yeah, thanks for throwing them TVs up. Represent Tanya's Primetime TV. Represent those TVs. But excuse me. So we shall see, what's going to happen next episode with Lil Susie Q. I hope she's not dead. Towards the end, when Layla, basically, she was, trying to play along, like she was, look at my hair all out of place. Layla was trying to play along and act like she really, was interested in blackmailing Vanessa and Marquise. She really wasn't down with it, but I think she was, from what we saw, she was just playing it off so that she could find her way to escape from, because she was kidnapped and, held for ransom. When she found her way to escape, the first person she called was Nia. The first person. And when she jumped in that car and Layla Vanessa turned around and saw Layla jump in the backseat all dirty and looking all like she'd been starved and left in a basement somewhere tied up, she was like, she gave her this look, the side eye, like, what the hell is she? Because I guess she thought that Layla was in on it. But she's about to find the whole story out. And that's why I'm anxious to see the next episode, because once she finds out that that old coach is the one who set that up and kidnapped her, things are going to start coming together. And as far as her husband, Marquise, I think him and his bestie, they already starting to have issues right now. But I think they're going to have a big old falling out. Because right now, I don't see his bestie having his best interest at heart. Having Marquis' best interest at heart. And then with that dude messing around with his mom, I don't know. I'm like, dang, does his mom know what's going on? Or is she in the dark about this? About her dude, blackmailing Marquis and his wife? I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, y'all gotta check this show out. Again, it's a really good show. I recommend it. It just came out this April. So far, again, there's 8 episodes that's out already. If you binge watch them, you can catch up before the 18th. That's when the next episode come on. So you got 2 days before the next episode come on. It looks like, I'm trying to see if it says anything about them already signed to another season. I don't see anything right now. But yeah. Oh yeah. And another thing. When I was talking about Nia's assistant, MJ, the gay guy. Do y'all think that he might be playing it off and that he really has something to do with that tape leaking? I kind of think he didn't. Again, if he did, he needs he needs an Oscar. He needs an Oscar because he was out there like seriously, like acting like he was trying to find out who leaked the tape and everything. So I'm really anxious to find out who leaked the tape. I don't want to think it's MJ, but then again, the way Nia went off on him and told him off and yelled at him and told him he can pack his shit and get the stepping if he don't like the way she running her office. As far as maybe a little revenge, I can see him doing that, maybe to get back at her. But I don't know. I think he might be a little bit faithful to her as far as their friendship, their relationship, and even with them being boss employee. I think their friendship is a little goes deeper than just them being boss and employee. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought about the show. Everybody who's coming in late, please watch it from the beginning. Watch the review from the beginning and let me know if you watched the show. What do you think about any of the scenes that I discussed? And what do you think happened to Miss Susie Q? Do you think Roxanne has something to do with the murder of the girl who came up dead? Do you think she has anything to do with Susie Q's disappearance? Because I don't know. I don't know why, but something tells me that she's in this ring with those black guys, at the party. I think that they're all in cahoots. I don't think it's just her sending girls to go work at the homes, for the guys. I think it's deeper than that. And so, because just look at the whole picture, like, if she sent girls to these guys and they're supposed to perform for them and they're getting paid thousands of dollars to perform for them, and they say, I'm not doing it. No, don't touch me. I'm just going to sit here and look cute. I'll dance for you, but that's it. And then they don't get their money's worth. They're going to go back to the lady who sent them. So I don't think it's just them just killing these girls that's not, willing to perform at these parties. And I don't mean dancing when I say perform, but at these parties, I don't know. I think the lady has something, that white lady has something to do with it too. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. The next episode comes on again on the 18th. That is Tuesday. So I'm going to try to watch it Tuesday and come to you guys at least by 9:30 at night Tuesday evening, so we can review the next episode, because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And then another thing, as far as Marquise, when his trainers or when his coaches told him he needs to go see the trainer so that he could get like help with his foot. You saw how he was like, nah, I'm just going to suffer. He had that doctor come to his home and get him a shot in his foot. It didn't seem like it really worked. But if he goes to their own trainers and their doctors and they see like he has an indentation in his foot, like a needle point, look like someone's in his foot, they're going to be questioning that. So I don't know if he's going to be able to play anytime soon, because it sure didn't seem like the medicine that they put in his foot worked. And then the doctor, he was like one of those MJ doctors. Them doctors that come out to your house. They ain't gonna write you no prescription. They just gonna hand you the medicine, and then you pay them cash under the table. The doctor was like, I'm assuming that you don't want nobody to know about this little appointment that we having right now. You don't want no bill for it. You don't want. He was like, nah. And then, and then his friend, he was like, but what we gonna do is just slip this envelope, let it fall into your bag. It's full of cash, by the way, but we just gonna let it fall into your bag. He's like, okay, you make sure you put it all the way in the bag. So I don't know if he's gonna end up going to see his own trainers, because hey, That's the cash cow right there. That's the cash cow right there. Vanessa, she ain't doing nothing. She thought she was gonna have her own wine business and everything, but then you see the other basketball wives done stabbed her in the back, and they trying to kick her out. It was her and let's see, one, two, three. I think it was five other ladies, five other basketball wives who had went in this wine business. But once they saw Vanessa and Marquise having all these issues with his infidelity and a woman that Marquise used to mess with turning up dead, and she was pregnant, oh yeah, and Marquise did pay her off. The news and the cops don't know that yet. They don't know that yet. So, the other basketball wives was like trying to trick her. Oh, well, you know what? Somebody's trying to buy this from us for $10 million. So, we didn't spend that much. We making all this money. So why should we turn it down? Just sign these papers right here and we can all get $10 million. Thank God Layla is smarter than that. She ain't one of those girls who just happen to meet a basketball player. And I hate to say it, but some of them be kind of dumb. They be dumb. I don't mean dumbing themselves down either. I mean kind of dumb. And they meet these basketball players, and they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about nothing. Then they get around these other basketball wives, and they make themselves, inferior to them because they don't know nothing. That ain't Layla. She's really smart. She went to school, for law. She was in school for pre-law, and then, she got pregnant, and, they got married, and he got signed, and, she put her career on hold, but she's smart. And she was like, I'm not signing this. I would be dumb. That's what I would be dumb if I was to sign these papers just because y'all gave them to me. Just because y'all gave them to me, I'm supposed to trust y'all and just sign these papers. She was like, I'm going to read over. They still up there. Well, see, it's really simple. I mean, it's really nothing to read. I'm glad she read them. Y'all. And her pre-law friend, the white dude, that white boy, He kind of helped, figure out, who actually was behind it. And she come to find out it was a few of the basketball wives that was really the investors. The investors. So basically they trying to push her out. They trying to buy her, portion and move right along with their business and put her out because she's bad publicity right now. But anyway, speaking of the white boy, he's so cute. He's cute. Do you think that she was wrong for sleeping with him? I know I say sometimes two wrongs don't make a right. But Marquise done cheated on her many times. He done got a chick pregnant. She done came up missing. She done came up dead. So do y'all think Vanessa was wrong for sleeping with that man, that white boy? He's hot. He is hot. I bet she gonna sleep with him again. I'm just saying. I might be reaching, but I bet she probably gonna end up sleeping with him again. Because I don't think, for one, that Marquise, with his broken foot and all, I don't think he's done cheating around on his wife. I don't think he's done. So, I don't know, child. So y'all let me know what y'all think. But yes, he is kind of hot. But anywho, y'all, I will be back with you guys tomorrow night. We're going to talk about The Handmaid's Tale tomorrow night. That episode came on tonight, so we will be discussing that tomorrow night. So if y'all haven't watched it, it's on Hulu. Make sure y'all check out the latest episode of The Handmaid's Tale so y'all can be caught up and y'all can chop it up with me in the chat. But you said, yeah, that's wrong, but I'm glad she did it too. Yeah, I think I wouldn't say she deserved it, but sometimes, remember when they went to was that last episode? I think it was last episode when they went to their pastor and they were getting like some counseling. I'm like, first of all, that be cracking me up how from the beginning of this show I ain't seen them ever go to their pastor for no counseling. I ain't seen them go to church. And this happens in real life too. People be having a church that they ain't been to in 20 years. But as soon as something happened in their life, they want to call the pastor. Can we get some counseling? Can we get some counseling? They go in for counseling, then they don't ever go back to church again until they need some more counseling again. But anywho, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. But the pastor, he kept telling him, like, basically, I think they were purposely trying to make it funny because, a lot of the times you go see a counselor and they tell you exactly what you already know. Like, they would say, okay, Marquise, you need to stop cheating on your wife. She needs to be happy. What do you want, Vanessa? What do you want, Marquise? I mean, it was quite funny. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I'm like, what the? This pastor is just sitting there like, okay, all right. Like, I wonder if they was paying him. Like if they was paying tithes and offering. When you go see a pastor for counseling, I wonder, do you have to pay? Especially with those big old pastors, the big ones, the mega church pastors. I wonder if you have to pay for their time for counseling. Even though you're a member, and you probably already pay your tithes, you pay your offering, you pay the building fund, you pay the pastor's, salary. I mean, bake sale. You donate to everything at church. I wonder, do they charge for counseling? Because that should come free, right? Even at work, you get like free counseling. At most jobs, you get like so many sessions free. I wonder if it works that way at church. You said you're paying their jets. I mean, I'm just wondering. Because that pastor at the church, I was like, really? He definitely didn't go to. He might have went to church. He might have learned how to preach, but that counseling, no. They need to call the deacon or somebody, the deaconess, the deacon, somebody else in church, the usher. The usher probably could have gave them better advice than what the pastor was giving them. But oh well. Anyway, we shall see how they work out. You said a kid of cup. Oh man. Speaking of these big old mega churches, when I was younger, I can remember all the times my mom would get these envelopes, and she would get these envelopes in mail, and they would say stuff like sometimes they would send her stuff like maybe a little pin to put on your shirt or a handkerchief. They would send like a handkerchief. They would say they put like healing oil on it, and they would put it in an envelope and they would mail it to my mom. And that was after she done sent them like hundreds of dollars. But they would send her stuff, in the mail, and she would send them money, and my dad would be like, how many times you gonna send these people money? I mean, we got our own church. We putting money in that church. Then you sending money to all these church pastors, these big mega pastors, and they sending you little napkins and sending you little buttons and You said they give you scripture. They give you scriptures. Yeah, I mean they give you scriptures, but I mean, thou shalt not forget fornication. Thou shalt not commit adultery. That's the only scriptures that you need, right? When you're in counseling for infidelity. You said yes. We gotta support the churches that help us grow. Yeah. Well, you know what? I support my church. I don't support all them churches online. The ones that got like 50,000 members, and they on every TV station. They nationwide on TV, and I know they pulling up in $300,000 cars and got yachts and all that. No, I don't support them. I support my church. I put money in my church offering, and I put money in our plate at church. And sometimes, they had a little basket for this, they had a basket for that, and I'll put maybe something in this one and something in that one. But as far as sending these big old mega be on TV for prayer, you can call us and just get a prayer through. Just send us $50,111.99, and we will get a prayer through. Hey, pray for the wolves. Where the heck? Hold on. Pray for the wolves. See, you know what? We just spoke him up, huh? We was talking about praying. Even though I know the prayer in your name don't stand for praying, but we just speaking about praying and all this kind of stuff and counseling in church. And look, we done spoke up, pray for the wolves. You said right, yeah, not the big ones. No, I don't. They got enough money. Shoot, I'm telling you, once you get that rich, you should just start. You know what? Okay, y'all don't have to pay nothing for the next month. For the next month or so. You know, just keep your money in your pocket. Go buy you something nice. Go buy you a brand new car. You know, go pay your entire light bill. Go pay your entire gas bill. Shoot, fill them shelves up in your home. Make sure your refrigerator is stocked and your gas tank is full. I'm just saying. Yeah, pray for the wolves. Where the heck you been, Pray? You been missing. MIA. You used to go live like all the time. He just been MIA. He just left us. Deserted us. He bounced. But glad to see you, Pray. I'm glad you joined my live tonight too. Actually was about to wrap it up too. I don't know. I got a little bit off track. I apologize. I got a little bit off track. But anyway, let's reel it back in. Okay, y'all. So anywho, next episode is on the 18th. So get caught up with games that people play. And also, again, tomorrow night I'm going to be live approximately around probably about 9 p.m. tomorrow night. And we're going to discuss the latest episode of The Handmaid's Tale. So, can't wait to see that. Can't wait. But alright, you guys. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get out of here. I got to get up early in the morning. Early. But not too early because y'all know I've been getting up early like 5 o'clock. 4:30 to take my son to work because his car had died. We sent it to the funeral home, and the car went on to glory. So he finally got another car. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. I don't have to pick him up. I don't have to take him to work. I'm like, man, I can lay in bed that extra 2 hours every morning. That was man, because it's like my other son don't have a car yet. He literally the one that just graduated, he just recently got his license. So he don't have a car yet, but he's working, so he can try to get a car, by the end of the summer or whatnot. But at least my oldest son got him a car again so he can help out, running errands and taking my other son to work. I was doing everything. I was Uber mom for like a month. It's been a long time since I've been Uber mom. And when you done got children who grew up playing sports, like all the time, like all year long, during school, in the summer, spring breaks, please. They on tournaments during spring break. Christmas breaks, please. Christmas breaks, you got to get up early in the morning, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and take them to practice. I mean, you've been doing that for years, like 10, 11, 12 years for each kid. And then they finally grown and they got a car. I'm like, there is a God, but God. Because I don't like driving at all. Anymore, I don't like driving at all. I try to drive as least as possible. Go to the store, go to work. Everything got to be en route. I plan stuff ahead so I can go to the dollar store, to the grocery store, to the gas station, to the car wash. I try to plan everything on one day so I ain't got to drive. You get burnt out when you have kids that got to go everywhere, all around the world, and all the time. So, yeah. So, he finally got him another car. I'm like, thank God. Thank God. You say Kalui, you too? Hey, I'm so glad they both grown now and out of school. Whew. Thank you. I mean, they still got to go to college. You know, when fall comes back, they got to go back to school. But other than that, I'm just glad. The biggest part, high school is over with. No more ripping and running. No more sitting outside in the blazing heat, hard benches for hours. Now, mind you, I'm glad they did all the sports they did. They actually didn't have an option. It was like, okay, you either gonna be in a band, you either gonna be in some kind of after school activity, you either gonna be in sports, you gonna be something. You gonna be doing something physical. Some kind of extracurricular activity besides playing video games and coming home and playing on your phone or, watching Love and Hip Hop, when you come home. So they didn't have a choice. They had a choice of what to do, but they didn't have a choice as far as you either doing something or you're not. So as far as the sports, they could have did whatever sport they want, but they always chose the same things: basketball, football, track, wrestling. I think, is that it? Basketball, football, track, wrestling. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's all the sports they did. So they didn't have a choice as far as just not doing nothing. Nope. You gotta do something. I don't care what sport you play: badminton, golf, tennis, swimming. I don't care. Baseball, football. I didn't care. As long as you did some kind of form of activities every quarter. All year. But, granted, I wanted them to do all that still. That driving burns you out. I was like, God, I can't wait till they get a car. God, I can't wait. So finally, the boy got another car, and I'm ready to go now. You said, I. Y'all remember that song? Who sung that song? Been around the world and I can't find my baby. Remember that song? I don't know where, I don't know why he's gone away. I don't know where he can be, my baby, but I'm gonna find him. Been around the world and I can't. Who sung that song? I'm gonna have to look that up. That's one of them old school songs, y'all. Y'all little youngins, y'all might not know about that, but that was my stuff back in the day. That was my song back in the day. But anyway, yeah. So I'm about to get off of here. Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for joining me for my discussion of games people play. I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up because the haters always give you a thumbs down. They ain't even gotta speak English and know anything you talking about. Come right on your live and immediately give you a thumb down just because. But you know what? Everybody gotta have a troll. What would the world be without a troll? You said I was repeating what you said. I love that song. I can't sing that well. I can't sing. I can hold a tune. I ain't no Whitney or no Beyonce. I can hold a little tune. But you know what was funny? And after this, I'm gonna let y'all go. But after, what was funny was last Sunday. Not this weekend. Because my weekend shifts alternate. So some weekends I can't go to church. Like this weekend I couldn't go to church because I had to work days at the nursing home. Last Sunday I went to church and people is always asking me, when you gonna join the choir? Because I grew up in the church, grew up in the choir in high school. I've been in the choir like all my life up until probably 20, 21, and I just stopped being in the choir. And so I was like, I can't make it because y'all only got choir rehearsal on Thursdays, and Thursdays I can't make it to choir rehearsal. So what I do is I just sit in the pew and I just sing along with y'all like everybody else in the church. This guy gonna come from the side talking about, well, on Saturdays, for the people who can't make it on Thursdays, we have people who need a little bit of either help with the music or, remembering the songs or whatever, or people who can't make it on Thursdays. We do that on Saturdays. And I'm looking like, oh, Okay. Okay. And my son is looking at me from the side. He's cracking up. He's like, yeah, mama, you can come Saturdays. I was like, well, let me. And I'm like, boy, why don't you go join the choir? You got a nice voice. You join the choir. And he turned around and ran out the church. Like, I'll be waiting on you outside. I'm like, okay. I shouldn't be like that. You should always want to. You know what? I made a post today. I heard something from Jay Wilson. And I made a post today on Facebook. Hold on, I'm going to read to y'all this post that I made on Facebook. I was inspired by the Brother Jay. The Brother Jay, who just buried his man weave. I was really liking that man weave. You know, it didn't look too shabby. You know, it was growing on me. But yeah, I was okay, bro, Jay. You and your little man weave, your little man unit, your little man sew in, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, the man weave that went to the same place my son's car went. It got buried, and it then went on to glory. It's gone up yonder. But he said something about his live. What did it say? It said, don't place me where you met me. And so I was looking at Brother Jay's live, and I said, that's a nice quote. So I took a little bit of that, and I went online and added a little bit to it. And this is what I put on my Facebook. I said, don't place me where you met me. I'm not that person anymore, because I'm constantly changing, growing, evolving, and enjoying every new experience life has to offer. To stop means simply to die. And that's what I put on my Facebook. So thank you, Brother Jay. You inspired me to give some encouraging word to my followers on Facebook today and on Twitter. But anyway, y'all listen to those words. Y'all listen to those words. Whenever somebody tries to place you back in the same place they met you, you tell them, I am not that person anymore, because I'm constantly changing, constantly growing, constantly evolving, and enjoying every new experience life has to offer. Because to stop means simply to die. And on that note, Primetime Squad, y'all know how we do. Stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces.